Hi, Dr. Ahadian. I had a lot of requests about discussing the improving our self-esteem, which was in one of my videos that was in Farsi. Thank you for your interest, first of all, and second of all, the issue that was discussed was that how we can improve problems related with our self-esteem, which is exhibited in poor sense of self, irritability, sensitivity to rejection, inability to accept our faults and be able to achieve a sense of well-being in order to exude that type of control in our environment and therefore be respected. Examples were given about how the person with a deficit in the self-esteem and sense of pride would have to always be inquisitive about his or her behavior, trying to look for approval and a sense of need for support and approval from the environment, which by itself, unfortunately, in this environment and this day and age of ours is responded by somehow rejection, not in the sense of profusely rejecting someone, but then it could be sensed as, okay, if you are very interested in us, if you're trying to ask questions and ask our approval, we know we have you in our pocket, so to speak, and we don't have to worry about you. So we are interested in us. And usually in human being, basically, exhibition of being interested and in someone's pocket means that people are not enthusiastic to somehow express respect and to come after us. So they know that we are in their pocket and they have us, so they don't have to spend more energy. Now, the way and discussion was that the mechanism and the theories and the roots and the dynamics that this poor self-esteem is caused is a big discussion, and it takes a long time, and there are lots of books written about that, and we can spend time just going through it and then go to the root of it. But how to manage that, how to deal with it, is kind of like hand-on, practical way to deal with this and improve the self-esteem was what I was discussing, and certain issues specifically discussed that I was trying to talk about, and ways that we should change our ways of life in order to increase our self-esteem and then be more respected and to feel stronger about ourselves, which I was enumerating. Number one is basically we don't have to discuss everything we do, everything we buy, everything we plan, and our decisions and our thoughts with people like a mother, father, friends, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, co-workers. And there are lots of people who try to discuss everything they do. If they go and buy something from the store, they want to show you, do you like this? I bought it from here, I bought it from there. And then through all these discussions, you would get a lot of comments and ideas which is not based on our lives and our understanding. And then we would feel uncomfortable, and we would feel that we might not have made a good decision and become obsessively preoccupied and doubtful about our behavior. And a lot of cases, it's seen that I've seen about the patients that they discuss everything they do, everything they buy, everything they plan with people with the sense of getting their approval, and then we would never get the approval of everybody, and therefore this problem causes self-dependence, doubt, and then at the same time causes anger, hostility, and frustration towards the object world, and therefore the end result is that we're going to come across as being very doubtful, uncomfortable, and angry towards the world anyways, because we depend on everybody else to tell us what we're doing, and we can't do anything ourselves, and we feel angry about it, and the anger causes us to be less successful and therefore not be able to excel. Number two, the other factor that was discussed was to systematically go through our belongings at times and see, even though certain things we have that we haven't used, or we might have used it recently, but it bothers us if we lose them, to try to get rid of them, not to give it to Salvation Army or friends or somebody or anything like that. No, destruction, not destruction of property in that sense. I'm not discussing about that, but so to speak, that we see a suit or a shoe or something we have in our closet that still is there and we can use it, and if we don't have it, we're going to feel somehow the loss of that object. And we should, one of the other prescriptions basically, if you may, is to get rid of those. By this action, we're going to be able to induce the finality, understanding of the finality of life, losses, and go through that. The other issue we could do, basically the number three, is that if we buy something, we buy it with the idea of not giving it back. If we liked it, if it worked, we bought it home. If it doesn't work, we destroy it. We're not going to give it back. This again is going to exhibit the finality of life, how we lose things, how we have to accept it, go through that. By accepting and going through the finality of life and the losses that we go through, it brings up the sense of first pain and frustration about loss, but secondarily the independence, strength in us to be able to handle life better and more independently, decreases our anger, makes us a better, happier people, and therefore improving our self-esteem. Again, thank you very much. Talk to you later.